Youth Day broadcast here on Morning Live. We've got Griselda Lewis, who is out in Soweto, and we have Leanne Manners, who is out in the north of Johannesburg in Fourways. She's speaking all about ballet and bikes, tutus, and some Harley Davidsons. I wonder how they all come together. Leanne?
Well, it's a very good question, Valen. How do we get these all together? Well, let me explain to you exactly how you get this together. You bring out perhaps the best ballet company in the world that just happens to be based in America, from New York, and then you mix together something that is oh so American, and that's Harley Davidsons, and that's how you get ballerinas on tutus on the back of Harley Davidsons as well as me. So there's our little trip on a Harley Davidson, and it's absolutely stunning here this morning. And this is ahead of the launch of, I think, something that's been in the pipeline or that's been worked on for many, many years, because to bring this particular ballet show here to South Africa, it doesn't just happen overnight. So this is the first time in 30 years that they're going to be performing, and it's all going to be happening at Montecasino at the Teatro. The man who's been working very, very hard behind the scenes to make sure that this becomes a reality is Dirk Badenhorst. Dirk, welcome to Morning Live. This is such a great achievement.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having us, and it's great having these super dancers in South Africa. It's an experience that I keep on saying to people, these are really dance of the best companies in the world that we have in South Africa. And now you don't have to get in a plane to go to New York or to Amsterdam or wherever. You can just see them right here. And what they will be dancing is just the highlights of some of the best ballets, from George Balanchine's Who Cares to his Tarantella, to the old stalwarts, Le Corsaire, Diane Action. So it's just great. Michaela de Prince is coming back to South Africa. She's arriving shortly. So it's a great lineup of superstars.
No, I mean, I'm talking, this is 30 years they have performed in South Africa. So, I mean, how long did it take you to get them to come here?
Well, the dream is about a 5-year dream. It's taken me about 2 years of starting to plan and consider and speak, and then I was very fortunate to speak with Joaquin de Lucy, the director of the group, for me, to say, okay, we have a date, we have a plan, let's put it together. And then he started calling around to make sure that we have this lineup of really super dancers.
All right, talk to me about them, because I mean, what we've got standing behind us are possibly 5 of the best ballerinas in the world.
Amazing. Joaquin over there with the black jersey is from Spain and dances incredibly well, has danced in many different companies around the world and puts together these tours around the world. Amar over here is from the Bronx, grew up in the Bronx, and is now a dancer with New York City Ballet. So it kind of resonates with young South Africans, and that's why it's great to have Leroy from South Africa be able to be part of the lineup and be exposed to this and to learn from these dancers. The 2 ladies, Emily and Indiana, great young dancers. Indiana has some ties with South Africa, in that her family used to live here, and so it's great for them to come back. Then, of course, Kitty Pedler, South Africa's super ballerina, part of the lineup just to make it fun. Another dancer is Andrea Shermely. Andrea's choreographing a new piece which will have its world premiere in South Africa. And what makes that even better is the fact that her grandfather is Ernst de Jong, South Africa's super artist. And he has made the backdrops for the show. And we have these big LED screens, 6 meters by 4 meters, and his paintings will be projected on the back of the screen. So it really is a coming together of so much incredible talent on a stage in Johannesburg.
I think that's amazing, but what I find even more amazing is while we were on the ad break and while we were filming the dancing, during the news and everything, Leroy was being taught, and I mean, Leroy is absolutely fantastic. I mean, he's 14 years old, but he's got one of the best ballerinas in the world coaching him. Now that, I mean, passing on that experience and expertise, I'm sure this is what it's all about.
Absolutely, and I think ballet is such a historic art form, and it has worked so well because of the passing on of the history, of the story, of the technique, plus then, of course, the scientific developments within the training of dancing. But there are some things that you can watch a video or a DVD and learn from that, but there are some skills that you need a person like Joaquin to work with them and to kind of pass it on, and that's really what it's about. It's the sharing both ways of an experience in South Africa. It's true cultural interchange.
It really is.
And on a day like today, Youth Day, for Leroy to be doing this is just it fits the bill completely.
Yeah. Okay, so it starts on the 20th of June.
Yeah. So we have 5 shows only at Monte Cassino at the Teatro. Tickets are a CompuTicket, and it's Friday night, the 20th at 8 o'clock, Saturday at 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and Sunday at 11 o'clock and at 3 o'clock. So it's a really, really short run. Don't wait till you get there. Buy your ticket now and make sure you get to see it. Otherwise, it's going to be over before you know it.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it. So it's something that you've got to jump on very, very quickly and get those tickets. In terms of South Africans taking to ballet, how big has it become, or is it becoming?
It's incredible. In the last few years, we've done so much, and we've started getting support from the city of Joburg, and we've been doing a program where we've been visiting schools in Johannesburg, going to Soweto and Alexandra, and we've had about 30,000 kids that have seen the ballet company come and perform with them. So that's the Joburg Ballet. And dancers such as Kitty have become incredible role models for youngsters such as Leroy and younger kids of 4, 5, and 6 from all over South Africa. So there's a true resurgence of ballet in South Africa. And I always say it's not about just the ballet, it's about what it means to our country. It shows us as a destination where our government and our cities are starting to take care of our arts, and that makes us a destination for investment in South Africa. If you think of every big city in the world having a classical ballet company and a stock exchange, that's the combination. The BRICS countries, right now there's soccer in Brazil, but Brazil is one of the big ballet nations, and so is Russia, and so is China, and so is South Africa. So it just links us on a different level, on a cultural level, which touches the heart and not just the brain. And that's the value of classical ballet.
Yeah. I like the focus on youth, because as we all know, today is youth. It's Youth Day. That's what our South Africans are paying homage to at this point in time, and it is the youth that need this. And like you said earlier, Leroy is a living example of what you can achieve. You said something to me very, very interestingly. It's almost like a ticket out, because a lot of our youth are living in exceptionally adverse conditions, and this is one thing that they can aspire to.
Ballet is aspirational. Whether you're in China or Korea or in Russia or in South Africa or in Cuba, a girl in a tutu with points and tiara is what you want to be, and this has become the ticket to everywhere. And what's quite amazing with this group, after we've done your shoot this morning, we're actually going to go to Soweto to commemorate Youth Day. I don't like the way that we say we celebrate it, because I don't think it was something to celebrate. I think it's really worth commemorating, and let it never happen again, but let us find other ways of making sure that we find a healthy way and a healthy voice for young South Africans to be able to express themselves.
Dirk Badenhorst, thank you so much, and I'm sure thank you on behalf of the South African public for bringing this particular show here to South Africa, some of the world's best ballerinas in South Africa. But the picture, as you've heard, is a lot bigger than just a ballet show. It's what we're giving back to the youth here in South Africa, and what they're learning from these world stars that have descended upon South Africa to give over and to pass on some of their skills. All right, let's take a break. We'll have more after this. Stay tuned.
I got my funeral plan from Ashupol. You should too. Ashupol has a proud legacy of settling claims in record time. Just like music, funeral plans take many years to perfect. And Ashupol has been in the business since 1913. That's 100 years of practice and performance.
The service is extremely good. And the people they care for their clients.
The service is really so amazing. Ashupol was there for me. They never disappointed me.
The money came in, everything was arranged in a peaceful manner and professional manner.
Whatever you want, you get it from the Ashupol immediately.
How's that for savvy, huh? SMS Funeral.